Welcome back to the 6th episode of the Purple Panthers Sport Network, your home of Brighton University sport. I'm Will Simpson.
And I'm Kai Mirza. Varsity is over and Sussex have triumphed again with a 10-7 win. It means the Stingrays have won for the 9th consecutive year after the final events in swimming and rock climbing last Sunday. The weekend kicked off with swimming at Eastbourne, where the Panthers suffered a 54-34 defeat. It turns out Stingrays are better swimmers than Panthers after all. A few days ago, Will and Noah Mitchell caught up with Panther swimmer Kelly Stock for an interview. Take a look.
I'm Will Simpson, and today I'm joined by my co-host Noah Mitchell and guest Kelly Stock from the Panthers swimming team. Welcome, Kelly. How are you doing today?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. How's your year been at swimming with the Panthers so far?
It's been really interesting. So we had varsity last Sunday, which was my first and only competition I was ever going to do for the swim club. I picked up swimming in my 3rd year, so around October time again, after I had a 2.5-year break from it, and just really got back into it. We train 3 times a week. It's a lot of fun. It's just quite a nice squad, and it's really all been leading up to this last varsity competition. And we're still in training now, but there's no other competitions to follow, and then everyone's just going to continue in the next year.
And you mentioned varsity just then. The team didn't have the most successful day, but on a personal note, you won your races, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I did. So I had 2 individual races. I did the 50 backstroke and the 100 back, and I won both of them, which I was happy about. Obviously, still, it's not that great that we lost as a team. I don't want to say it was expected, but we have never won against Sussex before, so you sort of go in there thinking it might not be enough this year as well. I did 2 relays as well that we lost, but I'm still quite happy with my individual performance, especially because I haven't swam for 2.5 years. It's nice to be back and still know that I've got it in me.
So this is your 3rd year as a sport journalism student, so this will be the first and only time you'll represent the Panthers at varsity. Could you just tell us what that means to you?
It was definitely something special just because I never thought I'd be in this position in the first place. So when I started uni, I had the idea of going back into swimming, but then sort of dropped it when I found out it was all up in Eastbourne. And then I've watched like different varsity events and that over the past few years, and I went to the badminton, for example, and it's just quite a cool atmosphere, and I just never would have expected that I would be able to do it myself. And I think just because I've been swimming for so long, it was really nice to just have this as like a final moment again, where I can sort of have this and say, oh, I actually have been part of the Brighton swim team. Definitely does something to you, because I dropped swimming, but I've obviously gone back to it, so I'm sort of I wasn't quite done with it yet, and like this whole last competition, and because everyone in the team is just so lovely, it's just been nice to like find my way back into it a bit again, and maybe keep it up for a bit after uni as well.
Nice. And swimming was one of the final events in varsity. The scores were almost neck and neck going into the swimming event. What was the mindset heading into the varsity matches?
Obviously we all wanted to win. Like, I don't think anyone went in there thinking, I'd rather not. But yeah, my friend actually told me about that we could go level of swimming wins, which puts some sort of pressure on it, because I guess it's not just about the swim team now, it's about the whole University of Brighton, and that we could like save it for them. So it's obviously devastating when we then didn't end up winning, but again, as I said before, like, it was sort of expected, and from the start we said we want to go up there, have a great day as a team, obviously do our best, but if it's not enough, it's not enough. And we went out for food after, so it was just a really, really nice team event, and it put pressure on us, but afterwards no one talked about it. It's not like we then went for food and just talked about how we just lost it for the whole university, really. So
I don't think the Panthers have ever beaten Sussex in swimming, so what steps need to be made to make sure that doesn't happen again?
I think because the swimming society is quite small, I don't think there's a lot of attention to it, and I think we just need more people in the team, to be honest. I think Sussex is like, they're a strong union, they're like obviously very sports focused, but we do have some excellent swimmers. I think we just need to draw more attention to it, and maybe also motivate more people to wanting to do the competitions and just commit to it in general, because we have loads of people coming to training, but if they don't want to end up competing, that doesn't really help the club when it comes to like varsity or whatever. So I think we just need to motivate people more and also like raise more attention to the sport of swimming, especially at Brighton Uni.
Hopefully there's a good young core of swimmers still there that performed well at varsity that kind of want to take the flag and bear it for the next few years for Brighton. Can you see those people
Yeah,
there?
we had our annual general meeting just on Monday where we basically just said who's going to be in the next committee, and there's loads of people from first year because our coach, for example, and myself obviously as well, we're both done with uni now, so there's sort of quite a lot of people of us finishing off. So there's loads of people on the other hand going into second year now, so they're going to take more roles in the within the society, which should be nice, and then hopefully there's going to be loads of motivated first years going to come and join for next year. Yeah.
After swimming, the Panthers bowed out of varsity with a tight loss in rock climbing to Sussex. Brighton's 8 tops and 10 zones were narrowly beaten by Sussex's 9 tops and 12 zones. Have a look at some of the action.
And that concludes varsity and this week's show. Well done to all our Panthers who got involved, and hopefully next year we can bring it home.
Thanks for joining us and take care.